It's the diary of a tired black man. Hey, it's the diary of a tired black.
Here's the thing, like I said recently, now we've even heard like Palestinians now, and we know Palestine, you know, to what we know, the people that are there now, even if we go genealogically, they're not the people that would have been there before, but they're making claims now and saying Jesus was a Palestinian. Some people say he was a Jew. What are your thoughts on the representation or the misrepresentation of Jesus?
Well, all right then. So people have to hide the fact that he's black. So everybody that you speak to, they will tell you that Jesus Christ is every color except black. Some will say he was olive skin. Some will say his color was Middle Eastern. I've looked at a color chart and I've not seen Middle Eastern on a color chart.
That's right.
So I say to them, well, what is the color of Middle Eastern? I say, show me that on a color chart. And then they don't want to admit that it's black. So guess what we do? We pull out the Russian icons. We pull out all the records, drawings, which was drawn from the 6th century, 5th century, which predates or the Renaissance period. And then you will see that those men had the same complexion as us. Them men had the same Negroid hair that we have. Them men looked exactly how we look. And you're showing them the picture, and they will still lie and say, it doesn't matter what color he was. Because the thing is this, Jesus Christ can be anything but black.
That's right.
So they hate the fact that Jesus Christ is a black man. The Bible says he's black. The archaeology says he's black. And his people today still look like him. So they lie and say, oh, he was Palestinian. He was, what else did they say? His color was Middle Eastern.
Middle East is a big one, they say.
That's a big one. He was Middle Eastern. And like I said, what color is Middle Eastern? They try to lie and try and hide the fact that it's black. And then when you show them that it's black, they don't give you a direct answer. Because they hate the fact that anything black could be great. So they like to lie to you. That's why a ton of black royals and so forth that existed all throughout Europe, they will lie to you and say, this person wasn't black. Even though you're showing them in history. So now what they need to do is prove to us from this Bible that Jesus Christ wasn't black. That's right. If you're going to talk about Jesus Christ, it's only right to go into the volume of the book where all of his history is written in.
That's right.
And they should show us from the book that is not black. They should show me in this book where it said Jesus Christ was Middle Eastern. Or they should show me in this book where it said Jesus Christ was Palestinian. They can't show me, but I can show them that Jesus Christ was black from the same book. So lucky are you.
So if you could down about getting Revelation, you know what I want. And again, like what I said, you know, we got archaeology, we got history too, but our foundation is this Bible. And we found out Christ was black. Why could we read this Bible, man? Right. Not really wake up one day angry at the world and say, you know what, Christ is black like me. And like what his brother said, he was heavy, man. They talk about racism in this world and everyone's equal. Everyone's equal until you say Christ is black. Right. Then it's a problem. Christ was black. We've heard all the excuses. Is it hard to love black people that much? Why can't Christ be a black man? People say, he wasn't black, he was Middle Eastern. What color is Middle Eastern? There's no Middle Eastern ain't on a color chart like what the brother said, man. Well, he was olive. Olive comes in 2 colors, man, green and black. You've never seen a green man in your life, man. So what color was Christ, man? He had to be black. But let me tell you something. The Bible says what color Christ was, man. For anyone that don't want to admit it, if you could read that for me, Baba Kushar.
The book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
The revelation of Jesus Christ. This what we're reading here is to reveal it. To reveal means to make known. It means to make known something that's hidden. If a woman reveals herself to you, it means she was covered up and now she ain't covered up no more. And we're about to reveal what Christ looked like. Why? Because for too long, we thought Christ was a white man. Right. We thought Christ had blonde hair and blue eyes. We thought Christ was all up, man. So we got to reveal how Christ looked like, man. Skip me down to the part.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
Son of Man, talking about Jesus Christ. Read.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot.
And Christ had a garment down to the foot, man. Christ had a Middle Eastern garment down to the foot. That's how we dress, man. We did. When you see that white picture of Christ, he got a Roman toga on. Right. And Jesus Christ wasn't no Roman. It was the Romans that killed Christ. Christ had Roman clothing on, man. But read on.
And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
And Christ had a golden belt around his waist. Read on.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
And Christ's head and his hairs, meaning what? The hair on his head and the hair on his face, his beard, his mustache were white and woolly, man. That's in the Bible. And what race of people have woolly textured hair? Black people do, man. Read.
As white as snow.
As white as snow, fully grey. Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire,
And Christ had red eyes. Why? Because he drank wine, man. Read.
and his feet like unto fine brass.
And his feet was the color of brass. Brass is a derivative of brown. You got a 1 pence piece now. If you get a 1 pence, what the 1 pence is what brass, man. And the Bible said Christ's feet, his feet was the color of brass. It was the color of a 1 pence. Read on.
As if they burned in a furnace.
And if you get that same 1 pence, Fancy, and burn it, what color would it be?
It's gonna go darker, man. Even darker. You put that heat to it.
You go, man. And the Bible said Christ's feet was the color of brass, which is already brown,
Yep.
as he was burnt in a furnace. And let me tell you something, Fancy. If Christ's feet was brown, then what color was his ankles, man? What color was his shins? What color was his knees? What color was his torso? What color was his face, man? Meaning Jesus Christ was a dark-skinned black man, man. If that answers your question, I yield.
It's the diary of a tired black man. Hey, it's the diary of a tired black